Hello everybody, and thank you very much for coming to watch this screencast about Arquillian Cube and how to write your test ones and run them everywhere. Well, for all of you that don't know what is Arquillian Cube, Arquillian Cube is an extension which basically start your Docker images, deploy there your application, runs the test, undeploy the application, and stops your Docker images, all automatically, without any human intervention. And that's pretty cool because it runs with your IDE too. So it means that we as developers, we can run the test without relying on a build tool or Jenkins or whatever you use it. You can run your test from your IDE. Let me show you. I was here installed the Docker machine. You can see I have two machines, one which is a VirtualBox, another one is a DigitalOcean, and I would like to say thank you very much for DigitalOcean for give us an account with some credit to run this test. So I've got here a Docker compose file, which, as you may know, we're defining a Tomcat with the environment variables, the image we're going to use, which is the Tutum Tomcat, and the port binding staff, which, as you may notice, we are remapping the 8080 port to 8081 port. Then we've got our servlet, which basically returns hello world. No much secret here. And then we have our test, which basically it creates an URL object using the URL given by Arquillian, which in fact this is the IP of the Docker host. We call the get method, we get all the response, and basically we assert that hello world is the thing that is sent back to the test. And finally, in Arquillian.xml, we are configuring that we want to use the Docker compose format. The machine name is dep, as you can see here. The VirtualBox name is dep, and we want to use that Docker compose, which is the file that I've already shown you. So let's move here. I put a debug point here. I'm going to debug. Notice that I'm using the IDE. Okay, here it's debugging. Notice here the address, which is the boot to Docker address, and I can go here and do a eval Docker machine amp dep, and if I do a Docker ps, you can see here the image that is Tutum Tomcat 7.0, and this is an instance of this Docker machine. So here I can execute the test, and obviously there is a green test here. Yeah. Then we said that we can run our test everywhere. So now, instead of running the test and deploying our application to a local boot to Docker, we want to deploy this application to DigitalOcean and then execute the test as well to validate that it works in both cases. So I can go here. Of course, you can use maybe resources plugin or filtering or whatever you want, or even with Arquillian you can change this using the system property or environment variable, but in this case I'm going to use it manually. I'm changing this to staging. As you see here, staging is the DigitalOcean. So again, I only make this change. I'm going here, run again the test in the back. Of course, in this case it takes a bit more time because it needs to deploy the application on DigitalOcean infrastructure. Okay, now it's there. Notice that the IP is another IP. If I go here and I do a docker ps, obviously there is no image because we have configured here to go to dep environment. Let's change this to staging. And now if I do a docker ps, you can see that the image and the instance is running on the DigitalOcean. Also, we can go here, open the staging, and if I go to, for example, to let's say, for example, power, maybe no, graph, and well, that you can see now it's 347 here and a bit of CPU that is used to deploy the test. So at the end I can go here again, I continue executing the test, and a green test 2. So notice that you can write your test once, always the same test, without changing anything on the test, and you can test it in front of your VirtualBox, DigitalOcean provider, or whatever Docker machine supports, which is awesome. Thank you very much.